Hello and be welcome here to one more video in this channel doing videos about entrepreneurship in Brazil. So if you are thinking about investing here in Brazil, knowing about different kinds of business we have here, how is the reality, the market here, I will talk about one that I'm sure it's very specific. You won't find this kind of information in the internet so specific like I'm going to share with you. And why? Because I am a dentist here in Brazil. Number two, I had business in this niche here in Brazil. I'm dentist for over 10 years now, and I had two clinics for over like 5-6 years. Okay, and so I know from inside this process how this market works, how is the process to open like a clinic, does it worth it, the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so I will talk about dental market, odontology, how can you open a clinic here in Brazil. So let's start. Different from what maybe you think, you don't need necessarily to be a dentist to open a clinic in Brazil. Okay, you can be only an investor, and you you just invest this, but you have to have a responsible for the unit, okay, for the clinic, and he has to be a dentist. Okay, but what normally the business owners here do is like hiring some dentists to do procedures in the clinic, pay them a percentage. Okay, and how much is this percentage? This varies a lot. Okay, in some cases some clinics pay like very low for the dentist, like 5% for the dentist, believe it or not. Other clinics pay like 30%. Some clinics pay a fixed amount per day for the dentist. Okay, and this dentist, he is the responsible for the clinic too. Some clinics pay some extra money for that, some clinics doesn't pay extra money for that. Okay, it depends a lot, but let me talk about you from a more organized way, the advantages and disadvantages of opening a dental clinic here in Brazil. Okay, let's start with the advantages. Okay, this video has no edition, I have no time for that, but the main things are coming in my mind and I'm sharing here. If you like this video a lot, I will do another video more specific about this topic, depending of if you like or comment, something like this. But the first advantage, this is a high demanding service. High demand service. Here in Brazil, we have a lot of dentists. It's the country in the world with the largest number of dentists in the world. Okay, but the demand is massive. Okay, I will talk about specific niches of consuming. Okay, later in this video, but Brazilians have a lot of procedures to do, like extracting teeth. Okay, there are some kinds of niches that you will have different kinds of demands. If you are focusing on the poor people, okay, the poor consumers, they will prefer like extract teeth. They will prefer like small things to do, and the value you will charge is a little bit less. Although, I don't know if it's although or despite, whatever. Despite of that, there are some procedures here in Brazil in the odontology niche that people are looking for, that are kind of veneers in the teeth, like you put like resin in the front of the teeth and just put on it. We call this facetas dentárias. Here, facetas, F-A-C-E-T-A, faceta. dental facets. I don't know. But even the poor people look for this kind of procedure, and you can charge a little bit more for that kind of procedures and have a highest ticket. The poor niche in the market generally look for something like prostheses, dental prostheses, removable. Okay, not the fixed ones, not the implants. These kinds of services are more focusing in the middle class and the high class. Okay, and you have the middle and high class that they look for more expensive odontology services like implants, like Invisalign, invisible orthodontics. I don't know if you know something about it. These kinds of things. There are plenty of companies that serve all these layers of the society, of these kinds of sub niches. Okay, and that's it. The first advantage is the high demanding and the multiple possibilities of niches of service. Okay, the number two advantage is that it's different from selling some cheap thing like acai, self-service, like cheap food, let me say like this. The odontology services generally are more expensive, okay? So you will have a highest income in your business, let me say like this, okay? Then just let me say a small acai self-service kiosk. I don't know if you got it, but that's it. Generally, you tend to have a higher income in this kind of business. Another advantage is you have plenty of labor force. Okay, the labor force, you have a lot of unemployed people here in Brazil. Okay, this is a huge problem that I debate in other videos. We have no jobs here in Brazil, so if you wanna look for people to work in your business, you don't have. It will be very easy to find people to work because, as I say, there is a lot of unemployed. Not only dentists, you find plenty of dentists because there are a lot of universities here. So, as I said, Brazil is the highest number of dentists country in the world. So you don't have difficult time in hiring people like this. If you want to hire a secretary, something like this, you don't have a difficult time to do this. And that's it. The other advantage, I think that the main advantages are that, okay, mainly the high income potential of a business like that, because the service generally are more expensive. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of this market. The first of all is the high competition. You have a high competition here because, as I said, there are a lot of business owners here that know what I'm saying to you, that they wanna open like dental clinics and put the dentists to work for them, and this is just like me say, a money machine, okay? And it's not easy. I'm not saying that is easy, okay? There's no business is easy, because if if there was something very easy, it will be very crowded, okay? Don't believe it. But many business entrepreneurs here look for that high potential income, and the high number of unemployed people like dentists, secretaries, and they put them to work for them, and just money machine, making money like crazy and opening a lot of clinics here. So be in mind that you have high competition. If you want to open a clinic, I suggest you open in a place that has the highest numbers of clinics possible, of competitors. Don't open in a isolated place that there is nobody there. If there is nobody there, there is a reason, because literally every good places you have available that there is already a lot of clinics generally, but that happens because the demand is high. So the fact you have a lot of clinics is an indicative that this spot is good. Okay, pay attention for that. So the high competition is the first disadvantage. The second disadvantage are the high costs. Okay, if you want to open a dental clinic, you will spend a much more money than you would spend if you open like a self-service açaí kiosk, because you need more space to a clinic. You need more. The equipments are very expensive. How much would you spend? I would say if you wanna open a really good clinic, because nowadays, because of the competition, don't open something like Amador. Maybe if you know a lot about this niche, you can do it. You can make it with a not so professional clinic. But if you are new, you have to make this impact, this visual impact with, I'm not saying a fancy clinic, but the consumers have to go there and see beautiful, not luxury, but organized, good space to wait for the procedures, something like this, something that that drives in the competition. Let me say like this. So you would spend something like $100,000 until $200,000 to put up a huge clinic. Okay, with $100,000 or less, I'm almost sure you could open a good clinic too. With $50,000, sorry, you could open a, let me say, a small clinic. Could be enough to open a good small clinic, relatively, but these are the values. Okay, the investment is a bit more than the other business I discussed here. Another disadvantage are the costs. Okay, as I say, the costs are high, not only to open the clinic, but maintaining the clinic. We have a lot of bureaucracy. There is not really a lot of bureaucracy to open the clinic. Okay, you have some documents I can specify in another video if you want, put in the comments. But there is no really difficult to open the clinic. It's not really difficult. You can do the huge part of the process. The most part of the process is online. You can go online and take the documents. But you have to spend a lot yearly, because the health sector in Brazil needs a special license, and you are obligated, you have obligations every year you have to renew these kinds of documents that are very specific, and you have to hire technicians to do these kinds of documents every year. So they charge a lot of money to this, and you have this kind of fixed expense yearly. Okay, so the cost is a disadvantage, the competition is a disadvantage, and the other advantage is the complexity. It's a complex business. Okay, it's not easy. If you are watching this video, maybe you don't know anything about odontology, so you would need somebody very experienced in this niche to manage the business. By the way, if you I have experience in this kind of business. If you are interested, you can contact me, maybe do something together, don't know. Okay, like managing the clinic society, something like this. I'm open to this actually, but it's a complex business. But I see a lot of people that are not dentists that have dental clinics in other side, and they don't know nothing about odontology, but they know about people. That is more important. So you can hire good dentists. Try not to like treat them as slaves. I'm not saying it's very relative, okay? If you will pay like 5% a fixed amount, 30%, it will vary, depends a lot of your income, how much can you pay, okay? I'm not judging, but try to pay well your employees, so you can attract better professionals and they will stay longer in your business. And this relationship with the patient is very important. You put a person in your dental clinic, you will let me say, it's good if you can maintain this person the longer, if he is good, okay, obviously, for the longer you can. Well, I think I talked a lot about this topic, okay? If you are interested and know more specific things, put in the comment. And that's it. Thank you and see you.